All right, family. So today, well, actually yesterday, I made a post promising today that I was going to make a video talking about one of my biggest personal struggles in business and overcoming this struggle, which took me years to overcome, as a result of me being in denial about this particular struggle. It took me a long time to grow and really develop in the business, and it also, I believe it probably hindered the business in some ways, but that's okay, because during the process of growing and learning and evolving inside of your business, it's going to take some time. You're not going to be expected to know everything. So my biggest struggle was my emotions. Yep. My biggest struggle was overcoming being emotional. I was a softie, right? Okay, I'm gonna be transparent. So I'm a softie. I was a softie. I'm not that way as much anymore. But back then I was a softie, and I would get easily offended about stuff. And as a result of me being easily offended about stuff, I would make emotional decisions. Meaning, if I was offended, right, by some sort of action in general, just in my personal life in general, then as a result, I would make a decision that would directly affect my business. I may not show up in my business 120%. I may decide that I'm not going to do X, Y, and Z that day because I'm feeling a certain kind of way. So I'm not going to I'm not going to do that today. I'm just not doing it. I don't feel like doing it. What I've learned is being successful in business has everything to do with how you consistently show up, and not just consistently showing up as if you're just there, but always operating in the principles that create success. So success does not operate in emotions. It doesn't care about your emotions. Success only cares about your consistency, your work ethic, and your faith. Those are the only three things that success cares about: your consistency, your work ethic, and your faith. If any of those things are missing, it is not possible to be successful in anything that you do, period. It's just not possible. You can't escape it. You can't skim past it. You can't decide that you're going to remove one of those things out of the three. It doesn't work that way. So I had to learn how to have emotions, because my emotions are real, my emotions are valid, and all of those things, they're real things. But I can't make decisions in my life or in my business based on how I feel. And that is when you have mastered being able to balance your emotions along with your decisions. You're no longer all over the place, because your emotions can have you all over the place. 1 minute you can be sad, 1 minute you can be mad, 1 minute you can be angry, 1 minute you can be discouraged, 1 minute you can be happy, right? Emotions have you all over the place. So if you're operating in your business on this emotional roller coaster, then your business is going to be all over the place, right? So we have to consistently show up, no matter how we feel. Consistently show up. So that's what I learned, and I am sharing my story because I want women to learn that. And this is not just a woman thing, okay? Because men will say that real quick. Oh, women so emotional. No, men is just as emotional, okay? Y'all just show y'all emotions in different ways. But I am being authentically transparent about my experience because I genuinely want to help women push past the barriers and the challenges that they're having of why their business isn't growing, why isn't it being successful, why, and some people, they don't have anybody they can talk to. They don't have anyone to confide in as it relates to what they're really struggling with, right? So I'm hoping that this message resonates with someone. Do not be emotionally reactive in your business. Consistently show up, right? Consistently work hard, right? And consistently have faith. All right. So take those things today. I hope that encourages you, and I'll see you guys next time.